Meditations. So today we're just going to talk a little bit about the techniques, and let me see if I can advance here. There we go. The techniques and what meditation actually is. So jumping into what is meditation, I did a little research and I tried to find actual definitions from dictionaries and Wikipedia type sources, but there's not a whole bunch of scientific information regarding meditation. So I found a few different definitions. So the first one is from Merriam-Webster, and it states that meditation is a way to express an author's reflections or to guide others in contemplation. So what is that? So to break it down a little bit more clearly, meditation can be considered a practice of certain techniques to train awareness, achieve a mentally clear state, and emotionally calm state. So that's giving us a little bit more detailed information about what is meditation. I also found one more that kind of helps wrap it up, is that it's a practice of heightened state of awareness and focused attention for psychological well-being. So the bottom line is meditation is a mental exercise. It's practice. And it involves anything from relaxation, focus, and awareness to ultimately bring more calm and clarity into your daily life. So most common techniques. Meditation is a practice. So, if you think about the image of someone meditating, eyes are closed, they're still. So what exactly are they doing? Well, they're doing one of these many techniques that I'm going to review with you. The most common technique is mindfulness meditation, and that combines concentration and awareness. We will go through a little bit of a mindfulness meditation at the end of this presentation today. So for example, a mindfulness meditation could be sitting quietly and observing your body, observing sensations, observing your thoughts, your breath, or your feelings. And then we have a technique that's called focused meditation, and that can involve any of your 5 senses. So sight, taste, hearing, smell, touch. So an example I said was staring at a candle flame, right? So using your eyesight, just staring at one specific object. Or it could be listening to the sounds of your environment, closing your eyes and just seeing what you hear. Another technique of meditation is movement meditation. So often we see images of people sitting, upright with their hands in a funky position, eyes closed, stiff as a board. You don't have to be in a certain position to actually be meditating. So there's something called movement meditation, where an example would be just taking a quiet stroll through the woods, practicing Tai Chi or Qigong. Yoga could be a form of movement meditation, gardening, whatever speaks to you, that could work as a movement meditation. And then we also have something called mantra meditation or transcendental meditation. They're not one and the same, but they are similar. So basically, they use a repetitive word, phrase, or sound to help clear the mind. So for example, a mantra could be, "This too shall pass." Or another example of a mantra could be, "I am at peace." Sometimes the universal sound Om is repeated over and over, either internally to yourself or externally out loud listening to it. And then we have a few different types as well. Progressive relaxation is also a type of meditation, and that's aimed at reducing tension in the body, and it usually involves a body scan to encourage one muscle group at a time to relax. So sometimes we start at the crown of the head and we slowly work our way down to the feet, or we start at the feet and we slowly work our way up to the crown of the head. Deep breathing is probably one of the easiest forms of meditation. We do it naturally, but it just brings our awareness to it. So deep breathing focuses on the breath in various ways. For example, you can count your breath. So let's say I inhale for a count of 4, and I exhale for a count of 4. And I just make sure that my inhales and my exhales are even, but you can also have your exhales longer than your inhales. You can pause and hold your breath for a few counts. So there's so many different ways to do deep breathing meditation. 3-part breath, belly breathing, diaphragmic breathing, so many different options for deep breathing. And then the last one I listed here is guided meditation or visualization meditation, which is when you listen to another person or teacher guide you through any of the above techniques. Usually it involves positive scenes or images that you use in your mind to help you relax, to help you change a behavior, whatever it is that you're looking to get out of your meditation. So in a few moments, I'm going to just lead you through a brief 5-minute mindfulness meditation. If you're in a noisy environment, now would be a great time to grab some earphones or some ear pods if it's available to you, so that you can maybe tune out some of the external distractions. Once you have meditation as a regular practice, you can meditate in a completely noisy airport and you'll still get the same benefit. So don't feel like it has to be super quiet in order to meditate, especially if that deters you throughout your daily life to meditate. If you can never find a quiet spot, you still can do a meditation. So let's begin. Go ahead and sit down comfortably, or you can even lie down if you have space, if you're able to. You can lie or sit. And just gently close your eyes. No one has their camera on, so no one is looking at you. And allow yourself to become still. And I want you to bring your awareness to your breath. Just simply observe how you're breathing without trying to change it or modify it in any way. You're simply aware of the fact that you are breathing. And to help keep your awareness on that breath, you can start to notice parts of the breath, perhaps the sensations of how it enters the nostrils, the sensation of the breath going down into the lungs. Maybe it's easier for you to be aware of the movement of your rib cage or your belly as you breathe. So you can pick one specific part of the breath, or you can be aware of the entire movement of inhalation and exhalation. Maybe listening to the sound of your breath or the lack of sound of your breath. And just take a few moments sitting quietly, being completely aware of inhaling and exhaling. And as you sit here and breathe, you might feel like your attention is naturally drawn to a place, perhaps within your body. Maybe you have a point of discomfort or pain. Perhaps you're in an environment that is trying to draw your attention to sounds or sensations on the skin. Simply notice where your attention is naturally drawn, and then see if you can bring your attention back to your neutral space. So typically it is the breath, but you can also bring your attention to your palms or the space between your eyebrows, sometimes called your third eye, or even your heart center. Wherever you bring your awareness, that is where you're focusing all of your attention, and that is the state of being mindful. It keeps you in the present moment, and that's what mindful meditation is. Simply being in the present moment with your breath. And as you continue to sit or lie still with your eyes gently closed, it's okay to have thoughts. You don't have to force your mind to clear itself out, right? You don't have to go completely black. It's okay to have feelings. As long as you are aware of the thoughts and the feelings without allowing them to affect you, without allowing them to draw your attention away, and that's perfectly fine. Thoughts come and go, feelings come and go, just as your breath comes and goes, and the present moment comes and goes. So take a few more moments here, being aware of your breath, being aware of where you are placing your attention. And most importantly, do so without judgment, right? Without trying to change. So if you're aware of your breath, don't try to force it to go slower or deeper. If a thought pops into your mind, don't try to force it away. It's simply the practice of being aware and bringing your focus back to a neutral space. So let's take a few more moments of quiet to practice this. Well done. You are welcome to stay in your mindful meditation as long as you'd like. When you are ready to exit your meditation, just gently begin to part your eyelids, opening your eyes and bringing yourself back into your environment slowly. Take note of what you experienced during the past few moments. You can journal it, keeping a journal for the month of May, seeing how your experience might change. Or if you aren't sure of what you experienced, if you experienced anything at all or nothing at all, you can write that down too. And especially if you have some questions, please feel free to reach out because there's no right or wrong way to do it. Okay, that concludes our first 15-minute Mindfulness in May meditation. This will be posted on our YouTube channel, and I hope to see you again on next Monday.